Peace, everybody. It's Ben here. Welcome back to another class. Today's a special day. I'm here with my friend Marcus, who is not only a friend of mine, but another really great yoga instructor. So as y'all know, we've been slowly bringing on a few more teachers onto the YouTube channel just to give y'all a little bit more diversity into the different teaching styles out there and just the different personalities. And these are all friends of mine. These are all people I respect and just people who are really passionate about yoga. So give Marcus a really warm welcome as he teaches his first class here on the channel. Leave a warm welcome in the comments and hope you enjoy this one. Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. All right, so good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are watching this video. As Ben stated, my name is Marcus, and today we'll be going through something that, if I had to title it, I would call it like a warrior flow. I'll do a lot of warriors, so warrior one, warrior two, humble warrior, peaceful warrior, a lot of hip openers, just some good things to get the body going, right? So we'll get started here in a child's pose. So coming onto the mat, stacking the shoulders over the wrist, fingertips wide, pressing into the mat, hips directly over the knees, toes tucked. And then I'm bringing my big toes to touch and taking my knees out wide to the mat. Stretching the hands forward, fingertips reaching. Just taking some deep breaths in through the nose and out of the nose. Activating the Ujjayi breath, constricting the throat on the inhales and the exhales. Starting to heat up the body. Now walk the fingertips over to the left, stacking the right palm on top of the left. This produces a stretch in the right side body. You want to send breath into that area. Now take a breath in and walk the fingertips back through the center and over to the right. Stacking the left palm on top of the right. Deep breath in. Exhale, palms back to center. I really love child's pose because it's a resting place. It's a way to restore a nice surrender into the mat. Right now, pressing into the palms, up into tabletop. Again, stacking the shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees, with the toes tucked. Actually, I'll flatten onto the tops of my feet, and I'm going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, lower the belly, drop the head back. Exhale, press into the palms, round the spine toward the ceiling. Gaze toward the belly. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Connecting the breath to the movement in the cat-cows. A good way to practice breath to movement as you go through your practice. The breath being our life force energy. Without the breath, there is no life. Now I'm coming into a still tabletop here. Right, now we'll take a little bit of movement, activating the core. So I'm lifting the left palm forward. So left palm forward, gaze toward the left fingertips. Now extend the right leg back behind, toes pointed down to the mat. Now bringing the elbow to the knee on an inhale. Exhale, press out. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale, press out. Inhale, elbow to knee, and hold. Exhale, press out. And then back to tabletop, taking a moment to reset. As we go to the other side, I'm extending the right palm forward, left toes back behind. Balance comes from pressing into the left palm with the fingertips spread wide. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale, press out. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale, press out. Inhale, elbow to knee, and hold. Exhale, press back out. Beautiful. Making the way back into tabletop. I'm walking the hands forward, coming into dolphin pose, or excuse me, not dolphin. This is puppy pose. So the hips are lifted in puppy pose. You can place your forehead on the mat or your chin, letting the chest sink down into the mat as you take some deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. You can make a tent with your fingertips, lifting the palms off the mat, pressing into the fingertips. This creates a stretch in the upper shoulders. You can feel your heart sinking into the mat here. Beautiful. Now on the exhale, bring the palms back down. Walk the hands back into your tabletop, tucking the toes underneath and pressing up into your first downward facing dog. In your downward dog, your fingertips are spread wide. You're pressing into the L's of your hands. So your thumb and your index finger are really pressing into the mat. Gaze between your feet. Beautiful. Now you can pedal this downward dog out, sending breath into the right leg and the left leg respectively. Just beginning to warm up the limbs as we get ready to go into our warrior flow. Now I'm taking a still downward facing dog here, hips pressed up. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up onto the toes. Exhale, bring the heels over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, drop the heels over to the left. It's a good way to warm up the ankles. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center. Now I'm walking the hands back, pressing the heels down into the mat, setting up for ragdoll, taking a deep bend in the knees. My feet are about hip-width distance apart, taking a bind with my hands at the elbows, letting the crown of my head sink low. Here you can shake your head yes or no, loosening the neck. You can take some movements from side to side, loosening the lower back. Change up the bind. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. And take a bind here behind my knees and just press the chest toward the thighs here. Take a few rounds of breath. Beautiful. Now, as I exhale, or as you exhale, bring your palms down to the mat. Heel toe the feet closer to touch, maybe leaving about 4 inches of space between the feet. Beautiful. Now inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time, pressing into the feet. Roll the shoulders down and back. Beautiful. Standing in mountain pose, Tadasana. You can soften the knees here. Make sure not to lock your knees out. You don't want to hyperextend anything. Beautiful. Inhale. Palms reach overhead. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down at heart center. This is the point of the practice where I personally like to set an intention for the practice. And my intention is usually the same unless I'm feeling something different. I like to start with gratitude because to me everything starts with gratitude. All happiness resides in having gratitude for what is. Things that may seem difficult, things that may seem troublesome, it all works out for the ultimate good. Beautiful. All right, now, so we're going into a few rounds of half sun A. So inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands on your shins, squeeze the shoulder blades together, let the crown of your head shine forward. And exhale, forward fold, release. We'll do 3 more of these. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Now I'm planting the left palm down, taking a bend in my left knee, straightening the right leg, and open twist to the right, gaze towards the right fingertips. Twist coming from the core. 2 breaths here. On an exhale, releasing the right palm down, taking the same motion on the opposite side. So a bend in the right knee long or left leg long. Inhale, open twist to the left, gaze toward the left fingertips. Exhale, releasing the left palm down to the mat, taking an inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms down and walk the hands forward into your high plank. Beautiful. Shifting the toes forward, holding the high plank. This is good for the sacral chakra and also activating the core. Now on an exhale, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Coming onto the tops of the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. 2 rounds of breath here. Beautiful. Now then exhale, I'm walking up to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Heel toe, my feet and the touch just a little bit more. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Full sun A here. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, planting the palms down, stepping the feet back. Exhale, lower. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Beautiful. Walking the feet up to the top of the mat. Again, inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, taking the chaturanga, pressing into the mat, stepping back into the high plank, holding and then lowering down, elbows pressing back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now again, stepping up to the top of the mat. Last one. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, stepping back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Now I'm going to the left side, warrior one. So I'm coming up to 3 points and then stepping the left foot through. My right foot is going down at a 45-degree angle. You inhale, using the core, lifting, reaching the arms overhead. So my hips are square to the front. Beautiful. Lifting on an inhale. Exhale, plant the palms down. Come up onto the balls of your right toes and step the left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. So right side, going in 3 points and then stepping through warrior one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, planting the palms down, coming up onto the balls of the left toes. Step the right foot back to meet the left, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take your time stepping up to the top of the mat for chair pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift the palms overhead, sit back into your chair. Now see if you can lift all 10 toes off the mat. Shifting the weight into the heels of your feet. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, planting the palms down, stepping back, taking another chaturanga. Exhale, lower, upward dog, inhale, downward dog, exhale. Beautiful, left side, 3 points, stepping through warrior one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot back to meet the right. idle or plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side 3 points, step it through for warrior 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant the palms down, step it back, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, stepping to the top of the mat for chair pose. Beautiful. Now shifting forward onto all 10 toes. You got this. Trust yourself. Trust your balance. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms down. Hold the plank. Beautiful. So we're going into side plank, pressing down into the right palm, lifting the left. Beautiful. Hips stay lifted. Exhale, release the left palm down to the mat, setting up for side plank on the right. Lifting the right palm. Gaze towards your fingertips. Beautiful. Exhale, release. And lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. 3 deep breaths. So a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more, deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Last 1, deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Now we're adding on. So left side 3 points. Step it through, warrior 1. Beautiful. Now taking the hands to the low back, clasping the hands together. So you want to inhale, lift to open the chest. Exhale, bringing the palms over the back, humble warrior. So the left shoulder is going on the inside of the left knee. Your gaze is down toward your mat. You can even look at your left foot if you like. Beautiful. Now exhale, bring the palms to the low back and lift back up into warrior 1. Beautiful. Now we're swinging the right arm back, opening up into warrior 2, keeping the bend in the left knee, relaxing the shoulders, gaze over your left fingertips. Now flip the left palm up, shift the weight forward, take your peaceful warrior. Breathing into the long lines of the left side body. Now bringing the left forearm to the left thigh, lift the right palm overhead, modified extended side angle. Exhale, revolve side angle, right palm down, left arm reaches, coming up onto the balls of your right toes, shifting the toes forward. Exhale, release the left palm down, step the left foot back to meet the right, hold the plank, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now we'll take that on the opposite side. So 3 points with the left foot, toes pointed down toward the mat. Step it through, warrior 1. Using the core. Now taking the palms behind the back. Pressing down to lift the chest, dropping the head back. Exhale, humble warrior. Beautiful, releasing the palms down and lifting back up into warrior one. Now opening up to warrior two, taking the left hand back, right palm in front, relaxing the shoulders. Beautiful, flip the right palm up, shift forward, peaceful warrior. Modified extended side angle, right forearm down, left palm up and over. Beautiful, now revolve, side angle, left hand down, right hand reaches. Beautiful, exhale, release the right hand down, step the right foot back to meet the left, and we'll take a moment here in child's pose. Again, bringing the big toes to touch, taking the knees out wide to the mat. Just taking a moment here to reconnect to the breathing. Not too long because we have the body nice and warm, so we want to keep moving. However, if you're watching this, take the time that you need. Listen to your body. And when you're ready, press back up into a downward facing dog. Beautiful. So we'll flow that again, one breath, one movement. So we'll start on the left side, 3 points. Step it through. Warrior one on an exhale. Open up, humble warrior. Taking the palms behind, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold over. Now coming back up into warrior one. Open up into warrior two. Peaceful warrior. This time, full extended side angle, taking the left palm on the inside of the left foot, right arm reaches up and over. Revolved side angle, right palm down, left hand reaches. Beautiful. Exhale, left palm down. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right side, 3 points. Step it through. Warrior one. Beautiful. Take the palms behind the back. Humble warrior. Pressing down. Lift the chest on an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Back up to warrior one. Open up into warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Modified or full extended side angle, right palm down, left hand reaches. Revolved side angle. Exhale, right hand down, step the right foot back to meet the left. Lower on an exhale, upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Beautiful. Now we'll add on to that, coming back, left leg, 3 points. Step it through, warrior one. Humble warrior. Beautiful. Back into warrior one. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Revolve side angle. Horizon lunge, taking the left hand back, rolling onto the outer edge of your right foot, and press it back down. Now we're going up into warrior three. Beautiful. You can take your arms forward, You can take a bind at your low back or have your hands at heart center. Beautiful. Rising up to standing. Out of breath. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And plant the palms down, take a chaturanga. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now we'll take that on the right side, 3 points. Warrior one. Humble warrior. Beautiful. Back to warrior one. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle, right palm down, left arm reaches. Revolve side angle. Horizon lunge. Pressing the palm down, re-engaging the toes, and lifting the left leg, warrior three. Beautiful. Coming up to standing. Beautiful. So those are the warriors. I'll take a sip of water here. You can towel off. You should probably have a good sweat going at this point. I know I do. Now we'll meet at the second part, which is our balancing series. So we'll start by grounding down into the right foot, lifting the left knee for stork. So you're lifting the knee and keeping the toes flexed toward the face. Everything is engaged. Now we'll take a giant step back with control for crescent lunge. Lifting the arms overhead. Open twist to the right. Beautiful. Now exalted warrior. Take your right hand to your left thigh. Lift the left palm overhead. Beautiful. Now coming back to your twist and then back to your crescent. Open up warrior two. Beautiful. Straight leg, peaceful warrior. Now take your arms out to a T and come into your triangle. Here's a good place where you can use a block. You can place your block on the inside of your right foot. You can take your hands to your shin, or if you want a little bit more, you can reach your peace sign fingers towards your big toe. Beautiful. Exhale, release the left hand down, coming for an intense leg stretch. Point both sets of toes forward. Step the left foot up slightly. Beautiful. You inhale, lift. Exhale, fold over the right thigh. Now plant the left palm down, open twist to the right, gaze towards your right fingertips. I'm bringing my left foot up so I can press the left heel down into the mat. Now I'm going to release the twist, plant the right hand down, walk it forward slightly, and we're setting up for half moon. Beautiful. Now releasing the half moon with control, bringing the left knee up for stork. Now we're going to take figure four. So I'm crossing the left ankle over the right knee, sitting back into the chair. Beautiful. Now coming for a big toe hold with the left leg forward. You can also take your hand to your knee, which I'll do here. Now dropping the hand over to the right, gaze toward the left, opening the left knee or your left toe to the side. Beautiful. Now coming back to center, extending the leg forward and lowering down slowly. Beautiful. Hands at heart center. It's a little bit intense. Take your time with it. Trust yourself in the practice. And we'll go to the other side. Right knee, lift to start. Toes flex towards your face. Giant step back, crescent lunge. Soft on the landing with control. Shifting onto the balls of your right toes. This time, open twist to the left. Exalted warrior. Left hand to right thigh. Lift the right hand. Back to your twist. And back to your crescent. Warrior two. Straight leg, peaceful warrior. And come into your triangle. Intense leg stretch. Right hand down. Step the right foot up slightly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Plant the right palm down. Twist your triangle. Lift to the left. Exhale, release the left hand down. Walk it forward, half moon. Now exhale, release the left leg down, bring it up for stork. Beautiful. Crossing the right ankle over the left knee, sit back into your seat, figure four. Now, big toe hold, or again, grabbing a hold of your knee, extending the right leg forward, opening to the right, and drop and look to the left. Beautiful. Back to center. Extend the leg forward. Exhale, lower down slowly. Hands at heart center. Beautiful. Now take your feet wide. I'm turning this way. You can stay at the front of your mat. Turning this way for the sake of the camera. We're coming down into a yogi squat. So inhale, lift. Exhale, take your squat. Pressing the palms together, opening the knees wide, breathing into the groin. You can also take a seat on a block or 2 blocks to make it a little bit more accessible. Yogi's choice. Now we're going to take a twist, planting the left palm down, right arm reaches. Gaze toward the fingertips. Exhale, right palm down, left palm reaches. Exhale, left palm down, pressing into the palms, lifting the hips. Heel toe the feet into center. Beautiful. All right, inhale, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Take your hands to your hips. Beautiful. Now step the right foot back. And we're taking a wide leg forward fold. So the first motion, we're going to press the hips forward, drop the head back. Inhale and exhale, wide leg forward fold. Big toes pointed toward one another. You can plant the palms down. Beautiful. Now we're going to reach for the left or right ankle with the left hand. Lift the right palm. Beautiful. Right palm down. Opposite side. Reach for the left ankle with the right hand. Exhale, release. Now take your Skandasana, bending into the left knee, lifting the right toes. And we're pressing through the center. Now Skandasana to the right, lifting the left toes. A few breaths here. Beautiful. Now back to center. Walk the hands forward for a wide leg downward facing dog. Beautiful. Walk the hands back. Place the hands on the hips, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Again, pressing the hips forward. When you reach the top, dropping the head back. Beautiful. Back to center. And come back to standing at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Beautiful. Now we're setting up for our eagle. So you want to ground down into the left foot. Bring the right leg over the left. Right arm under. Left arm over. Modification, you can always grab opposite shoulders and take the same motion. If you have the flexibility to do this, do this. And you want to press the palms away from the face, bring the shoulders and elbows in alignment. Beautiful. Press up. Eagle on the left. Beautiful. Press back up. Eagle on the right. One more time. Beautiful. Press back up. Eagle on the left. Beautiful. Back to center. Now we're coming into dancer. So grabbing the inner arch of the right foot. So bend the right leg back. Reach for the inner arch of your right foot. Lift the left palm. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, kicking into your right hand. Beautiful. Focus on a point that's not moving. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Now dancer on the left. Inhale, lift the right. Reach for the inner arch of your left foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge forward. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center. Both arms up. Exhale, forward, forward. Let it go. Beautiful. Now pressing the knees forward, coming up onto your knees for a camel pose. You want to tuck your toes up underneath. Take the hands to your hips. A couple of options here. You can actually flatten onto the tops of your feet if you'd like, or keep the toes tucked. Now we're going to be pressing the hips forward, reaching for the heels with your hands. If you can't reach your heels, then you can just stay lifted and drop the head back. I'm going to reach for my heels. Creating an opening in the chest, breathing into your heart center, dropping the head back, pressing the hips forward. A few rounds of breath here. On an exhale, lift up and make your way into embryo pose. So untuck your toes, folding over your thighs, lifting the palms up and allowing the shoulder blades to roll forward. A few breaths here. Rest your forehead on the mat. Beautiful. We'll take that once more. So pressing up. This time I'm going to take it with the tops of my feet flat on the mat. So pressing up onto the knees, keeping the tops of the feet flat. Hands on the hips. This time I'm going to windmill my right arm back, reaching for my heel. Left hand back. Beautiful. Now open the chest. Breathe into the expansion. Pressing back up and back into embryo pose. Allowing the shoulder blades to roll forward. Let gravity do its work. Beautiful. Now I'm pressing back up to seated, coming on to the sits bone, swinging the legs forward. Beautiful. Feet flex towards your face. Make the adjustment. Feel your sits bones underneath. Beautiful. Now we're going to set up for a seated twist. So I'm taking the right foot over on the outside of the left knee. Right knee at about center line. We're going to use the right hand as a brace behind, right? Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist over to the right, gazing over the right shoulder. So you're hooking your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Beautiful. Now bring both hands over to the left side for a counter twist, pressing into the ground. And exhale, press up, extend the right leg forward, readjust, making sure that you feel both of your sits bones underneath. And then we're going to take this action with the left leg. So bring the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Use the left arm as a brace behind or left hand. Inhale, reach up with the left, the right. Inhale, exhale, twist over to the left. Gaze over your left shoulder. Keeping the right toes flexed. Now exhale, release over to the right for a counter twist, pressing down into the ground and press back up. Now extend the left leg forward. Beautiful. Take the arms out in front. And as we exhale, we're going to roll back slowly with control. This is also activating the core. Beautiful. Coming to lie down on our backs. Now we're taking another back bend here, so it's either bridge or four wheel. I am going to press up into bridge, and then I'll also show you four wheel. So with bridge, you're taking your knees and pointing them toward the ceiling as you plant the feet down into your mat. You can bring the heels close as you can to graze your heels with your middle fingers. Now to come into bridge, you'll be pressing your hips up on an inhale. Shoulders pressing down into the mat, keeping the neck long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Then lift up on an inhale. Beautiful. Pressing the hips up. You can also take a bind underneath you. I like the bind because it helps to press the shoulders down into the mat and it gives you a better base to lift the hips with. Yogi's choice. I'll take 2 more breaths here. And lower down, exhale. Beautiful. Now draw your knees into your chest and just draw some circles on the ceiling with your knees and give your low back a nice massage. Beautiful. Now we'll take this again. And again, I'll demonstrate full wheel. You can also take your bridge here. For full wheel, I'm taking my hands at my shoulders. Okay? And then I'm going to press into my feet and my hands and lift my hips up. So I'll take a deep breath in and an exhale. Lift up on an inhale. Breathing into the heart here. Lifting the hips. Gaze down toward the mat. And as you exhale, tuck your chin and make your way down with control. Beautiful. Drawing the knees into the chest. Again, drawing some circles on the ceiling. Giving the low back a nice massage. You deserve it. You earned it. Beautiful. Now, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the palms of the feet to touch. Take the knees out wide on the mat. Take your left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Just a moment of surrender. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And when you're ready, close your knees together like a book. Now, we're coming into waterfall, so you can press the palms down, arms are straight, long down by your side. You can actually squeeze your arms in just a little bit, but relax. And then plant your feet on the ceiling. Again, toes flexed towards your face. I like this posture because it's always settling. It's a feeling of settling down as you near the end of the practice. Beautiful. Exhale, lower. Wonderful. All right, now we're pressing back up. And we're going to take a low lunge here. So, right foot forward. Toes untucked behind. So I'm just toe heeling my feet a little bit forward. And this is the low lunge. Now I want to heel toe my right foot over to the left side of the mat. And I'm going to drop my right shin down. Beautiful. Now we're setting up for half pigeon here. So planting the fingertips down, lift the chest, spread the collarbone on the inhale. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. So the left leg is extended long and the big toe is pressing down into the mat. Breathing into the opening. Also in half pigeon, your shin does not have to be parallel toward the top of the mat. If you're not there yet, that is perfectly fine. You can always draw the heel closer or angle it more down toward your left thigh. Beautiful. Now you take the palms out or the fingertips out to the side and lift the chest. Now we're going to shift onto the right hip and bring the left leg around. Beautiful. Setting up for a seated tree. So taking the palm of the right foot on the inside of the left leg, feeling both your sits bones. Square your hips. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, reaching for your left toes. Beautiful. On an exhale, lift the palms back up. Extend the right leg forward. Exhale, release your palms down by your side. Setting back up into the low lunge. This time the left foot is forward. Right toe is untucked. Beautiful. Now heel toe your right foot to, your left foot to the right side of your mat. Lowering down onto your left shin. Fingertips press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Half pigeon on the left. Breathing into the opening. Breathing into the space. And when you're ready, press into your fingertips, lift the chest, spread the collarbone. Now we're shifting onto the left hip and bringing the right leg forward, taking our seated tree with the right foot extended. Bring the palm of your left foot on the inside of your right thigh. Square your sits bones. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge forward. Grab your toes. If you don't reach your toes, it's perfectly fine. You can always reach for your shin and keep the chest lifted. Take what you need. Beautiful. Release your mind. Inhale, reach the palms up. Extend the left foot forward. Take your hands down by your side. Make any adjustments that you need. And we're actually going to go into a forward fold. So inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, reach for your toes. And fold. Beautiful. Exhale, release your bind and come down onto your forearms for fish pose. So you're going to extend the legs out long, point the toes, and come down onto your forearms. You can take your hands and place them, press them toward your glutes. Yeah, toward your glutes. Open the chest and drop the head back. Beautiful. On your next exhale, Release the fish pose, plant the palms down. Now bring the feet back and we're gonna set up for a reverse tabletop. So lifting the hips, dropping the head back, pressing the hips up. Beautiful. Exhale, release. And come to lie down on your backs, making your way into happy baby. Now here in your happy baby, you're creating a push-pull effect. So you're pushing the feet toward the ceiling, pulling them down. This really opens the hips. As you breathe into the opening, you can rock from side to side, giving your spine a much needed massage. Or you can just be still and breathe into the posture. Beautiful. When you're ready, close your knees together, keeping the feet lifted. Actually make your shins parallel toward the ceiling. Take your arms out to a T. Shift the hips over to the right, and then drop the knees over to the left. Gaze towards your right for a twist. Beautiful. Use your core. Bring your knees back to center. Now this time we're shifting the hips to the left, dropping the knees over to the right. Gaze toward the left. Supine twist. Use your core, draw your knees back to the center. Now, squeeze into a tiny ball, wrap your arms around your shins, draw your forehead to your knees. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, extend out to take rest in your final Shavasana. Make sure that you soften the jaw by removing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Unfurl your brow. Take a deep breath in. And exhale into Shavasana. Now, of course, you can stay in Shavasana as long as needed. If you want to stay in Shavasana, definitely do so. If you're ready to move on with your day, then begin to bring some movement back into the body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Using the breath to reawaken the body. Reach your arms overhead for a full body stretch with your toes pointed out in front. Beautiful. Draw your knees into your chest. And when you're ready, roll on to your right side for fetal pose. using your right shoulder as a pillow, remembering that fetal pose represents a rebirth and renewal. And when you're ready, press into a comfortable seat with your legs crossed, eyes closed, or your gaze lowered. And we'll take your palms at heart center. We'll take one collective breath, deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Taking a moment of gratitude to yourselves for showing up for your practice, showing up for yourself, being grateful for the practice itself. It gives so much. Bring your thumbs to third eye center. The love, the light in me honors the love, the light in each and every one of you. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. We're about for it to close. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Again, my name is Marcus. It's an honor to be here. I don't take it for granted. Extreme gratitude to everyone who views. Please leave a comment below and let me know how you like this. If there's anything that you see where you can offer some constructive criticism, I'm open to that as well. I'm grateful for all of this. Thank you so much. In gratitude, love.